is anthropomorphized horse girls running against each other based on real historic...
Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, the man, the myth, the legend himself has graced us yet again with another amazing piece of content. And so you already know we are going to be reacting to it. This is called Best of Anime 2025. This video is made by the man himself, like I said, Gigguks. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it.
2025
Honestly,
was a year of turbulent times, uncertain futures, but... ...2025 was a year of turbulent times, uncertain futures, but if there
honestly,
was one thing that
2025
could rely on to pull
freaking
through, of
hook,
course,
dude.
it was anime.
Let's go, baby. Oh no, you did not. I feel that that's kind of like a staple now in the anime community to at least give it a little jab now and then. And if you do not know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the OPM sliding scene.
2025 has undoubtedly proven it is not just popular, but there are titles that can achieve full-blown mainstream success. Demon Slayer became not only the highest-grossing anime movie of all time, but broke into the top 10 grossing movies of the year, beating out such IPs as How to Train Your Dragon and freaking Superman. This movie,
I mean, gang. Really? Really, we gonna get into that? Cause like, bro, I myself have not checked it out because like I am a reactor channel, so I have to check it out when it actually does release online. But from what I'm hearing, a lot of people say about it, there's no shot it's even like those other I guess movies are even close to it, man.
An absolute spectacle that delivered the Demon Slayer experience I expected, but damn did it feel long. I think about an hour in, I left to go pee, managed to find time to finish my college degree, got a job, started a family, came back, and I think we're about halfway through the Yakuza flashback. But they weren't the only one in the headlines, because One Punch Man fans ate this year.
Did they?
They collectively threw up. After 6 years of waiting, One Punch Man dropped a bomb not even Oppenheimer could recreate, giving us a season of animation so impressive, Google Slides is about to license it out as an add-on. History has taught us that everything good comes in threes. We've had the big three of World War II, the big three of colleges, the big three of tennis, the big three of shonen, and now, this year has finally given us the big three of frames. As the community responded to this
okay. Hold up. Damn, that is crazy. One Punch Man, I understand. The beginning after the end, I understand. And dude, I was so freaking pissed at how they, well, not even animated. They freaking produced this. Cause like I've been reading the manual for it since I think chapter like 25. So I've been in that shit for a long time. I was waiting for the weeklies, bro. So when they did finally announced the anime for the beginning of the after the end, I was looking forward to it, man. But yeah, honestly, this was also one of the ones I was gonna react to, but then I just after episode 1, nope, it just did not happen. This one, up until episode 10, yes, I will guarantee you for sure, it would go with these two. But I think it was episode 11, 12, and was there an episode 13? Kind of forgot, but yeah, for Blue Lock, the last episodes, man, they fucking cooked that shit, and they did kind of like give us that cinematic kind of view as well. But yo, the rest of it not great, obviously, but those last few episodes were good.
Scale anime had not seen before. Berserk fans could only helplessly watch this unfold on the sidelines like,
hey, you wanted this, right? You wanted the real deal? That's what this is. Wake up, you're in the middle of it. Stop
complaining. I want to say
this
that.
This is the year where 2 letters shot fear into anyone that heard them. AI.
So is it any wonder people are afraid of technology?
Technology!
And the anime community...
Hold up. Now, how do I want to play this? Oh, dude. I want to kind of like say that this is the I guess the Gen Zs right now. This is the motherfucker holding a job application. Just casually fucking flashbanging that shit.
People are afraid of technology.
Technology. Drinks. Guess I got water.
And the anime community was not immune to its effects. We had masses of fake scenes posted with the release of Sora 2. Grok got its own AI companion, as if people weren't lonely enough. And of course, OpenAI allowed users to flood the internet with Ghibli AI drawings. Looking Miyazaki right in the eye and thinking, man, I don't think you hate anime enough yet. And if you're like me and just realized that all this happened within the space of 1 year...
Fidelity All-in-One Growth ETF. A complete portfolio in one ETF.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't blame you. Being on the internet felt exhausting at some points this year, and the online landscape was as confusing as ever to
real,
navigate.
bro,
we
real.
needed hope. We needed positivity. We were yearning for some real human interaction.
Is bro gonna talk about the free run meme? I feel like bro is. Yeah. I practice drawing faces in a different angle. Definitely. Peak! With the Dragon Ball Z fucking song. Oh, this is awesome, man.
Don't be afraid. He's a very good man. Offer up your energy.
But the year ended with actual people united under one banner. One drawing a Freerun with a chin so chopped she could withstand an uppercut from Mike Tyson. The voice actor for Freerun changing to
Yo,
a
Loki,
profile.
one of the things I am... Actually, nah, that wouldn't have happened in 2025, though. 2026. Yeah, 2026. I was gonna say, bro should definitely say something about the Luffy D Monkey incident. For those that are in the know, well, I guess you know, but dude, that was just freaking terrible, bro.
Pictures. Artists all
That's
around
my
the world
take on
came
it.
together to help draw her in a rare case of all-around positivity being spread online. This was the
Luffy
alive
D
human
Monkey.
theory.
Crazy
Real
fucking
human
work.
to human interaction. No bots, no AI, just sheer determination to pick up a pencil and the will to follow what we knew Himmel the hero would do. Once and for all, proving the strongest AI slop can still be defeated by the weakest pencil user. Did anything else happen this year? Oh yeah, I made my...
I gotta say, by the way, fucking phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal. I gotta gas this shit up, man. I have to. I know I didn't really post my reaction to it, but like, yo, it was just freaking phenomenal, man.
An anime or something. This is the part where I normally get to my honorable mentions, but today I have something ahead. Here
Yeah,
are the actual
Loki,
honorable
I might
mentions.
actually
If
have
this
to
is
check
your
that
first
out,
time
because
here,
like, I do have a PlayStation 5 over here, if you could kind of like see it.
Unless it really goes above and beyond and gives me something new to say about it. But that doesn't mean I didn't continue enjoying them. Done. Might not have gotten the same buzz that episode 7 provided, but I've really enjoyed the character-focused development we got.
In all honesty, I watched this all the way through. I was so freaking pissed. I could not upload. I don't know what was the reason with the, I guess, YT's end. But I like beyond, I think, episode 3, I could not upload anything. It was just freaking putting it as like a copyright strike or some shit like that. So I just did not even try to, dude. Like, I did not want any type of smoke and copyright that I already have, dude.
Everyone likes to talk about the
But yeah,
weirdness
episode-
or the flashy
episode
action.
7
Well,
was
this shit is doing
fucking
romance better
amazing.
than most romance anime right now. About a year ago, I introduced my anime illiterate mum to Apothecary Diaries. So
we got
I
Mao
thought
Mao,
I'd be a
baby.
loving son this year and save myself from watching season 2 until the Christmas break so I can experience it with her. By which point, she had already watched it 4 times. She
fair,
still doesn't even
fair.
know its name. She just calls it Mao Mao. City, the animation, really did not lie about its
Oh,
name.
that's
Being
so
in
real.
my top 3 of best animated shows of the year that was so close to making the list, but just didn't quite meet the same level of unhinged, gut-busting laughter Nichijou gave me. Now, if we're talking most unhinged show this year, that was Nukitashi. I would love to talk about this one more, but the amount
Oh, okay, funnily enough, I sort of did not. I sort of did not kind of like get the fucking connection by the title with this, but I did watch this for research purposes. But yes, I did watch this, and I do gotta say that the story-wise, it's not bad.
frames I'd be able to get away
Story-wise,
showing
it's not
here
bad.
would equal that of an episode of One Punch Man 3. Solo leveling. Now, I know you're going to ask me about this, so let me just set the record straight. And the anime award goes
Ooh, okay. I see you.
Woo from Solo Leveling. I like Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling is a
But personal opinion. This is my personal opinion. Should have been Freerin. That's my take, man. In all honesty, I feel like there was just like a huge influx of like recent like people watching Solo Leveling at the time that the awards was happening. So that's why they kind of like voted for Solo Leveling, not knowing that fucking Freerin was also there. So I don't even know what the fuck to say.
That knows exactly what it is.
Like,
It
don't
does
get me
one
wrong,
thing.
Solo
It does that
Leveling
one
is
thing
fucking
so
amazing.
exceedingly
It
well,
really
you do
is.
not care about anything else. And this season delivered some of the best power fantasy or farming action spectacle you can find, and I ate it up. But that doesn't also mean I think it's the best anime or has the best main character. To me, this is not a
Oh.
3-star Michelin dish. It is a McDonald's chicken nugget for the best fucking nugget you've tasted in your life. And who wants to live in a world
Damn.
without nugs?
Nice.
Last year,
Loki, yo, I swear, if McDonald's decides to do the Dino Nuggies, sales would fucking triple, quadruple, like 10x, dude. I swear, if they did Dino Nuggies, their sales would
I
go
did a cop-out by
crazy.
putting a movie at the top of the list. Thankfully, this year was so stacked with choices, I didn't need to do that again. But if I did, 2 titles would definitely be making the list. Chainsaw Man lived up to the absolute cinema meme it originally started.
definitely was,
This
bro.
wasn't
It
just
definitely
another
fucking
shonen
was.
movie adaptation. It was a perfectly crafted cinematic experience, and I think it says a lot that for how much jaw-dropping, mind-blowing action sequences this movie delivered on, the quieter, serene pool scene is the one my mind always comes back to. But standing toe-to-toe with that, in my eyes, is
Ooh, 100
The
meters.
Chainsaw Man was
Okay,
that critically
okay.
acclaimed blockbuster. 100 Meters would be that Oscar-nominated indie movie with moments equally as breathtaking and cinematic.
Gang. Yo.
This is a film about running, about peoples whose lives are about running.
So, UMA MUSUME?
You see people
Uma
who
Musume?
destroy their lives over obsessions, over chasing records, chasing achievements, sacrificing everything, only to wonder what the point of it all was to begin with. You see people unable to fully commit to themselves in fear of finding out they're not as good as they think they are, crafting a prison of their own anxieties.
Yo, for this one though, I feel like a good amount of people would say that the rain scene is the best. Personally, I feel like damn, what was his name? It's the motherfucker that has fucking glasses. He looks like fucking Zeke Yeager. Yeah, that dude with a fucking green tracksuit looking ass thing. Yeah, that guy. When he was saying, I gotta surpass my limits here, or no, not limits, like my reality, right? When he was saying that, dude, and then he fucking actually followed through with his words, bro. He followed through with it, passing the other top 2. Fucking, oh my gosh, dude, that shit was fucking hyped. That was freaking amazing.
You see people so desperately searching for meaning in what they do, unsure if they live to run or run to live. People who've always been second best yet still have not given up on believing in themselves, breaking the reality life has crafted for them, and then halfway through the movie you take a step back and think, wait, we're still talking about running, right? This movie doesn't just speak to the soul.
Yeah.
Goddamn drags it out, shakes it by the scruff of its neck, and shouts full volume at it.
Yeah, like,
Somebody,
don't get me wrong,
somewhere is going to find
animation-wise,
movie
this
at the
shit
right
was
time of their lives, and
so
there's going to be a
freaking
line
beautiful,
uttered by
man.
a character in here that shoots so deeply to their core, they're going to switch their life into manual mode after having lived it on auto the entire time.
Yo, that beat me at work. Oh my gosh, dude.
Do you ever feel like if you watch enough anime, so many of them
Loki,
don't just
with this one, I know I did not like do a reaction video on it, but I did watch it. I watched the sub version and the dub version. Both were fucking amazing, man. But the dub itself though, with the amount of Gen Z words that they fucking put in there, it's just fucking crazy.
start looking the same, but also start to feel the same? Gachiakuta spits on that, taking pre-established conventions and says, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. This is set in the world of trash. Taste. But unlike the latter, there is absolutely nothing garbage flavor about presenting one of the most insane worlds shonen has to offer. Have a look at these characters. Now, unless you've already seen them, you might not be able to tell that
Funny how I fucking seen all this. The title wise, I most likely forgot, but I've seen all this shit, man. This one was the what was it, the wise grandfather's grandson type shit. This one was the fucking isekai. This one is, well, the video game isekai kind of shit happening with a fucking what was it, the white haired lady with a fucking milkers type shit. This dude, how do I classify? Would this guy be classified as isekai or like time travel? It's the freaking harem one. I forgot what it was called.
These are 5 characters from 5 completely different shows.
They're the same picture.
Now take one character from Gigguks. Not only will you never be able to mistake the show they're from, but their style, their attitude, how they carry themselves, everything about them screams expression.
Yo, him
Like, you know
dancing
exactly
there,
the
dude.
type of personality
Funny as
they
shit.
have. Now multiply that by all the minor characters you'll ever see. Gigguks has a design philosophy that permeates every single aspect of the show, creating a visual language with a vibe that is absolutely unmatched. Neon lights flood the back alleys. The streets are crude and gritty, with a stench that almost permeates through the screen. Graffiti plasters every wall you walk past. The world doesn't just feel lived in. Every little detail exudes a sense of character that communicates a story to you without having to utter a single word. The author teamed up with a real graffiti artist to help craft the art behind it, which just adds that layer of authenticity to its visual identity. And also, just look at her. She is a character in her own world. Then you have the power system. It's trash. Parentheses affectionate. Having a system where objects treated with love and care are imbued with powers is not only original, but serves as another vehicle for characters to express themselves. It's the only show where you'll see characters use scissors, umbrellas,
Like, okay, hold up. Scissors, I don't know about, cause like we have a Kami got killed though. We got Kami got killed for that. So I don't know about that. The only anime? I don't know, man.
Glasses as weapons, but then you start to wonder, why is that object this character's vital instrument? What does that say about their personality, their backstory? Which objects do I have that define me? It's ideas like this that feed your imagination to the possibilities it opens up, and that's what I felt watching Gigguks in its entirety. It might not be the most polished shonen of our generation, or have a story that pushes.
Honestly, I think it's polished enough to the point where it's actually an amazing anime. Like, for the people nitpicking about, like, tiny little imperfections here and there, I do not understand it. This anime is just simply beautiful. The writing, the directing, everything about it is just so freaking good. I really just do not understand. If there are people that are actually kind of like having nitpicks about this, it's just crazy. It honestly
I constantly
is.
found myself hitting that next episode just so I could spend a bit more time in the insane world it created.
Number 9.
The Lord and Master of Luna Mountain!
Tell us bad news! We need to hustle!
Oh, dude, what was it? It's gonna come into my brain. It's gonna come in my brain. Hold up. Actually, no. That sounds so sus. Hold up. Hold up. Nah. There's no shot. My brain's freaking like remembering it. There's no shot. I'm trying to remember the title of it.
And what is it that brings them here?
Just gonna wait for bro to. There
Fantasy
we go.
is the double-edged sword of the anime world. Swing one side and you have some of the most critically acclaimed, beloved shows in the entire medium, respected by everyone who watches them. But swing the other side and you're greeted with some of the trashiest.
Wow, dude. Personal opinion for myself. Back then when this anime first came out, I was one of the enjoyers of it. I know that seems crazy, but like little me back then, I actually fucking enjoyed this one because well, it's an isekai back then. Well, it was somewhat something new because like the way I was watching, I guess animes back then were like I was fucking doing One Piece, Naruto, Bleach. I watched that way before I watched those two, so. And then we also got fucking Fairy Tail, which was, oh my god, dude. Back then, I fucking loved Natsu. Like, the way he fucking looks when he got the fucking scales in his eyes and shit, dude, that to me was fucking peak back then, man. That to me was peak back then. But yeah, getting back into this. The little me back then, I actually fucking enjoyed this shit. So.
Linkiest shows you can find it in the medium, and I'm not talking about the Gigguks kind. So when a new fantasy anime comes out, I'm always thinking, Which side is this one gonna swing? All right, looks like we've got some hyper-violent action. Could be edgy, could be mature, unsure. Oh, hey, there's proper thought put into the world building and politics, so it's not just the same copy-paste Demon Lord fantasy world. That swings that way. Okay, the hero's been given an immortal body. Sounds like this could potentially be power fantasy-ish. Yeah, that's a little stinky. But then I watch as the hero yeets herself off a cliff, leaving just her mangled corpse remaining, only to have her body parts grotesquely shoved back into place as you hear the
this
crackling
moment
of bones
was
the most guttural scream of pain as her body is forcibly put back together, little by little, while the bandits around her can only watch on in horror. And it was this moment that I realized, oh, I'm in.
Approved.
Cleaver-Test is the kind of brutal dark fantasy show I've been missing. Not a full-on masterpiece like Berserk, but just a fun show that takes itself just seriously enough. You have a protagonist that is heroic and kicks ass without being annoyingly
also
idyllic.
kind of like notice how the animation and the art style is, man. It's not so what's that word? Nah. It's not gonna come to my brain. But yeah, it's just the art style in itself. It's just so freaking good, bro.
Stupidly overpowered. Also, she has an eye patch. The world and power system isn't just copying off every other power fantasy out there. The protagonist has an eye patch. The violence is gratuitous while being purposeful.
I love how he keeps on saying she has an eye patch.
When setting the tone of the story, you can see the hallmarks of what could have turned into
Is
an
bro gonna
edgy
say it again?
fantasy, slavery,
Just kinda waiting.
prostitution. But then you're reminded that anime can actually treat these
Oh,
subjects with the
damn,
weight that
dude.
they deserve. It's not always
Yeah,
for
the
faint of
flashbacks
heart,
on
but
that
it's the
scene
kind
was
of
fucking
grungy
crazy.
90s fantasy show anime hasn't seen in a long time. She's got a goddamn eye patch!
As I said, boys, as I said. Okay.
You ever see a new parent and how their eyes light up when talking about their kids? They show you a million photos of the same pose. They brag about the smallest achievement their kid was able to do.
Oh,
you feel
so
a sense
real.
of pride you've never felt before towards anything else when they speak. That's what watching Medalist makes you feel like. This is a show about ice
Really?
skating, but it's also a show about role models and the rewards of what being a great role model can get you. Inori is an 11-year-old girl who's been told she's too old to enter the figure skating world. She's shy, insecure, and collects worms for a hobby. This girl is going to get absolutely destroyed in school. But just by finding one person that believes in her, she's able to see something in herself that she never could before, shine in a way she never believed, and you're invited to be a part of that
Okay, low-key
transformation.
animation-wise,
Medalist
it's not
grabs you
bad.
with grounded, well-realized characters all around, doing something revolutionary by treating as child characters like normal characters. Because did you know? Being the people too. When you think about it, it's kind of fucked up how much your life insecurities and self-image are defined by a few early moments in your life. Maybe a teacher said that you were dumb, and then from then on you just accept that as a fact. Or maybe, hypothetically, you were told your hair looks silly, so you start spiking it up like fucking Sasuke. Or a friend.
Yo, oh my god, I have not seen that version of Gigguks. Yo. Well, I mean, I have not seen it in a minute. But dude,
Just accept
funny
that
enough,
as a
yeah,
fact. Or
I
maybe,
actually used to do that fucking
hypothetically, you were told your
hairstyle.
hair
I used to do that fucking hairstyle,
looks silly,
man.
so you start spiking it up like fucking Sasuke.
Oh, the good times. The fucking good times. It's like you do the fucking emo shit at the over here, and then you fucking put it at the fucking back. It's just at the time, it was fucking cool in itself. At the time, when people, oh my god, nah. I'm not even gonna get into that shit.
Or a
But yo,
friend said you were boring,
that-
so you buy
that
a
hairstyle?
Scarface poster to pretend like you have a personality. Or you look like a nerd with glasses, so you start wearing contacts every day. So seeing someone who was able to be set on the correct path because they found the right person, found the right role model, spoke to a part of my younger self that might not have gotten that same opportunity. Every small achievement, every small step they take becomes a collective win. And when they pull through and hit that complete triple axel after numerous falls, you'll be shedding tears like a proud dad telling the person next to you,
Cinema.
"That's my kid. Yeah,
cinema.
that's my kid."
Okay. I thought bro was gonna say something else there. Summer Hikaru died.
Horror is one of those genres anime rarely gets right. On one hand, I think the medium makes it harder to get genuine scares compared
Okay,
to live action
why are they showing this meme, bro? Oh, dude. Alright, before I do get into this, but like, I know a lot of people were kind of gassing this anime up. I think at the time I was mainly kind of like reacting to UMA MUSUME Cinderella Grey. I think it was, what was it? I think it was Core 1. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I think it was Core 1 when I was watching this. Or when I was watching Sin Grey, and then this was kind of airing at the same time.
Counterparts, but then one too many times we get a promising project like Uzumaki that took a bit too much inspiration from its source material and spiraled its own production into madness. I was beginning to lose faith, but thankfully the summer Hikaru died not only restored that, but has set the bar of how anime can achieve horror of the highest quality. So you may be wondering, what's so different about this one?
He's gay, but he...
Okay.
He has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting
What
about
the
it.
fuck?
I've heard so many great things about this manga, but I watched the anime knowing nothing about it. I wanted to go in raw, and apparently, so did they. And within the first few minutes, it's evidently clear how this show succeeds where so many others have folded.
Ooh, also correct me if I'm wrong, but was it Psy Games that was that were the kind of like anime studio in charge of this one? I might be wrong on it, but
Almost immediately, you are drawn in with this eerie sense of dread.
I do kind of wonder if it is Psy
Psy
Games.
Every scene oozes a sinister air as thick as the summer humidity you're watching on screen. It's not about jump scares. It's the
Damn,
ghastly
bro.
imagery that gives you a peek into the eldritch horrors that lay beneath the shadows. Horrific
Okay,
entities
this shit
brought
actually
to life
fucking
with
going
haunting arts that makes
crazy.
the hair on the back of your neck stand. Atmosphere is why this is a masterclass of animated horror. Behind all that, though, is a succinct exploration of grief.
Horror anime wise, I'm gonna wish. I'm gonna wish for a season 2 of Actually, I'm not sure even if that's even possible. If you guys heard of this anime, let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, there's an anime called I think Another. It's basically it's a school setting, but it's like kind of like horror as well. So there's that one, and then I think the other anime I sort of want to get a season 2 of is what was it? It's like it starts with Miracle. I think that's how you say her name. But yeah, those two for horror, sign me up, man. Sign me up.
Between two bros that is 100% undeniably, categorically platonic.
So gross.
Okay.
So good.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I mean, just look at this man. He's so straight, he's about to have sex with another man, so he knows what the woman he goes on dates with will feel like. Because, you know, when you have a Lovecraftian nightmare creature wearing the skin of your dead friends, you first got to figure out so many things. What is it? Is it dangerous? Does it
Alright, boys,
come
let me lock
peace,
in.
Or just you?
You know, maybe Michael's gay, maybe he's not. He is.
He is. Ooh, okay. That number 6 though? Okay, number 6 is a little crazy. I'd have thought this would be a little higher up, low-key.
China.
Has continually been on the rise in the animation space, and this year it really felt like there was always at least one show per season that stood out in the highly competitive world of animation to be one of the hot shows to watch. And in my eyes, their crowning achievement of 2025 came in the form of Superhero
Yo,
X.
I
This
cannot
is
wait for
China's
season
own
2
take
of
to
this,
the
man.
superhero genre that asks the question,
And like
what
the
would
way they
society
ended
be
it.
like if people could gain
Peak.
superpowers based on the social media
Peak.
influence they have. India is now a world superpower. OnlyFans is more powerful than Disney. But in the world of
Okay.
Hero X, anyone can gain superpowers as long as you are able to convince the masses to believe in you. Trust is how you gain power in this world. People's mass perceptions dictate not only who becomes a superhero, but the types of powers they get.
Hey, if you guys do want to help me out, up my superpower in YouTube, click the subscribe button. It does help out. It does help
The
out.
life they lead. There's Furman, a firefighter who saved a young girl from a falling ceiling that went viral, gaining him the power of incredible strength and invulnerability at the expense of never being able to take a proper shit ever again because he can never bend over thanks to his immovable image. Then there's this guy.
Okay, Loki, he sort of does bring out a good point, though. He sort of does give up a good point. Because, I mean, hold up. I mean, I'm just trying to theoretical, like, freaking scenes in my head. Which I know I should not even be doing, but, yo, theoretically, it could happen, though. He could potentially do that.
He got his powers from a League of Legends chat lobby. The risk with a series like this is that you lack a central protagonist to be able to follow the story through. But a more
Yo, hold up. What was her name again? Cyan. Lucky Cyan.
He got his powers from a
I just gotta say, bro, her music, oof, it was freaking nice, man. And her arc, I feel like is I gotta say, it's very underrated. That's my call on
The risk with
it.
a series like this is that you lack a central protagonist to be able to follow the story through, but it more than makes up for it by being able to explore a multitude of interesting ideas. with
Ooh,
the
Big
premise
Johnny,
already
Little
set up.
Johnny.
Not every story is as equally compelling as the next, but every
Baby girl
hero is
queen,
wholly distinct
bro.
both thematically and visually. Slowly but surely, you are able to piece together the timeline of events and see
Also,
it all.
bro, the transition in this anime from 2D, 3D into cartoonish into the fucking characters themselves getting snapped into the fucking wall is wild. And like, dude, how smooth they do that transition is crazy. I do not know what kind of what type of fucking pot they be smoking or some shit. I do not know. But they cooked this shit. They did. They definitely did.
Come together at the end, and if that wasn't enough for a reason to watch it, then there's also Hero X, who has the interesting ability to run through a season's worth of animation budget every time he snaps his fingers.
Oh, that is so real. Also, bro's final, well, I don't know if I want to classify it as a final battle, but like when he was like being showcased at the last episodes, dude, that was just so freaking insane. Like, honestly, the animation wise for it, I like I said, I know I'm glazing this shit so much, but it does deserve that. It does. For the amount of work that they put in this shit, it's just
Outside of the
amazing.
world setting and power system, this has some of the coolest action sequences I've seen in an animated TV series. And if that still isn't enough for a reason to jump on, watch it because the creature's a pretty cool guy also. I don't know where I heard that one from.
Of course, there's a lot of misery.
Okay, hold up. Content warning. This show contains depictions of animal cruelty. Hold up. Domestic violence and... Damn, okay.
But it is the same misery that is
I was gonna mention Takopi, bro.
all around us.
Whew.
The trees here are in misery and the birds are in misery. I don't think
The amount of fucking damage that the 6 episodes that this gave us, fucking insane. Just the storytelling from episode 1 alone, it's just so fucking mind-boggling. The how it captures you as a viewer. Now I get it. It's like the dark aspects of it that does capture you, but at the same time, the way they go about it is just so
they sing,
fucking
they
nuts.
just screech in pain.
I remember the first time I watched the movie Requiem for a Dream, a movie so shockingly powerful that it disturbed me to my core, yet
Okay.
allowed me to experience emotions few pieces of fictions had been able to make me feel. Its message has left an imprint on me that remains to this day and continues to be one of those films I'm glad I experienced but never wanted to watch again. I said exactly
Okay.
the same thing to myself after watching Takopi's Original Sin. This is one of those shows that leaves you completely drained, giving you the sinking feeling that
In all honesty, episode 1 and 2, I was so hating on this girl. A part of me still does kind of hate her. But the biggest, I guess, what do I call that? Like the fucking biggest losers, or like the shittiest characters in this anime in itself are the parents. They are what started this whole plethora of fucking bullshit. I feel like that is how it actually fucking started.
drops down to the pit of your stomach at the end of every episode. Genre? Drama? No. This is a straight up horror anime for your emotions.
For example, this motherfucker, his parents' expectations on him to fucking always do better, always strive for the fucking best, is so fucking stupid. Cause like, bro, you expect your son to always do better, and then like I think at one point, bro actually didn't do as good. So I don't know, man. Like the expectation pushed on children by these parents is just so stupid.
It's about an alien, Takapi, from the planet Happy. All he wants to do is spread smiles and happiness without a single shred of negativity.
Nice.
He's the type of guy who'd hear about a race.
Yo, okay, hold up. Yo, what was this anime? No, not anime. This fucking show. I forgot what it's called. But dude, when I first watched this, I feel like it was the second. I don't know if it's blasphemy to say that. I was gonna say it's sort of like the second coming of the Minions. Cause like when I first watched it, I was like a little kid back then. But yo, when I first watched this, it was just absolutely funny as fuck. So
Problem and try to solve it by running.
it was
Now
funny.
hear him with the Trauma Trio, 3 kids whose collective future therapist bill would equal the GDP of Norway. That's right.
Hey, little buddy, how are you doing?
Oh my god. Whoa.
It's Japanese smiling friends. This is a series that wastes no time into throwing you into the absolute deep end of emotional trauma and letting you sink further from there. Watching the first episode of Takapi is like,
Oh, the fucking emotions are coming back, dude. To all my followers who watch anime, I'm writing this to warn you about the extreme content in this new series, Takapi Original Sin. Please share this with everyone who is sensitive to these issues because it could seriously trigger them. Okay, number 1, child violence, self-harm, suicide, parental neglect, animal. Oh, yo, I forgot about the fucking dog. Damn. Okay, grooming. Next line I'm not gonna say. Gaslighting, blood loss, homelessness. I guess when that was anxiety, war crimes. Oh, okay. Food poisoning, this man. Okay. Steve, what the fuck? Steve Gutenberg. Okay, I do not know the lore of this, but okay. Finally Jackson. Oh, dude.
And then the series just continues pounding your emotions into the ground. It presents you with some of the heaviest subjects a child can go through with no filters to help avert your eyes.
The worst and funniest thing about this is like, it's the fucking background music, man. It's the fucking background music. Like, in one scene, you have this child fucking running the fate on this other child, and then they play a happy ass music. Oh my gosh, dude.
If
Insane.
I had a nickel for every time one of these kids got whipped by belts, I'd have 0 nickels. Because their parents
It's the
used to
fucking
whip.
parents' fault.
Everyone is an asshole. Everyone is the worst kind of human they can possibly.
No. Okay, first off, I feel like in a way, okay, I will admit that like my first thoughts of what was her name, Sarina? I feel like her name is. The only reason why she became the way she is well, she's taking her frustrations out on another kid because of her, I guess, situation at home. But mainly it's due to the fucking parents, man. Like I've been saying since bro started talking about Takapi's Original Sin, it's the fucking parents' fault. It is. There's just no sugarcoating it. It's their fault.
Then when you're shown that faint ray of sunlight at the end of the tunnel, your first instinct is to think, oh no. But that's not to say there is no point to all of this suffering. For how despicable some of these actions you witness are, it constantly reminds you that the biggest villains are the parents who failed them. Parental neglect, physical abuse, and worst of all, a law-accurate Asian mom.
Oh my gosh. Yo, taking that fucking 93%, showing it to your parents, thinking you did amazing. And then it turns out you didn't. You missed 7 points. How could you? You are my child. You're supposed to be perfect. What the fuck happened to you? And then the fucking ass whooping. But Yeah, just super just insane.
Each kid is a product of their own toxic environment, and for how suffocatingly pessimistic this show can be, it never devolves into being downright cynical. It's an important reminder of how trauma can be passed on, how the worst environments can shape the worst people, and no matter how hard life can be, nothing is more suffocating than having to deal with it alone. Because in the end, aren't the friends we made, the trauma bonding we did along the way? Wait, is that how he goes?
I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here?
Yo, wait, whoa. Hold up. Oh, okay, hold up. Before we get into peak, hold up. I just want to know, what was this the scene where Takopi became what was her name? This girl. Yeah, was this the scene where Takopi became this girl and then this motherfucker was kind of like bullying her again? I was just gonna ask that, but then okay, whatever. Let's move on to peak.
He made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here?
Saddle up! 2026 is now officially the year of the horse, but unfortunately,
UMA
Musume didn't get that memo because, like your typical gacha gamer, it came a bit early.
Hold up. Let me pause for a little bit because y'all know how that one fucking company be moving. So let's not give them a chance to kind of give your boy another strike. So let me just pause for a little bit and we continue.
This was the year the internet collectively fell into the UMA MUSUME rabbit hole, and Cinderella...
This is where my channel was fucking peaking, bro. Because, like, in every single hour, man, my channel was booming, bro. It was just honestly freaking booming.
Embodies every damn reason of why this franchise became a global phenomenon. This was the highest intensity, no bullshit, all action sports anime to come out in 2025. Delivering that level of jump out you see hype in every single episode you put on. You are given little room to breathe. Go from one race to the next.
Marks, let's go. What's your name again? Tony Bianca.
Rock last year. Yes, there is a gacha game of the same IP. Yes, this is anthropomorphized horse girls running against each other based on real historic races in Japan, which I've already talked about when I covered the show last month, but you don't need to know any of that to enjoy the spectacle it delivers.
I mean, that's true, you don't, but the experience of knowing the lore ahead of time kind of makes this a little better, I feel like. Yeah, like knowing the lore ahead of time would definitely be fucking amazing. Like watching this shit, just getting into it, not knowing the lore. Yeah, you will still kind of like enjoy it like to a point, but knowing the lore of it, it gives it a little fucking nudge. It gives it another level.
You hear the roar of the crowd as the commentator eggs them on, as you watch athletes digging deeper than they ever have before. Suddenly, this janky-ass anime girl becomes the most hyped thing you've ever seen, as you shout out, "God, this is what peak performance looks like!" And then the race is over.
That it is.
Calm down, switch on the next episode, and experience it all again. Wait, that last paragraph sounded familiar. Was that ChatGPT? No, in fact, it was Gigguks because I just copied it from myself. I've already said everything I have to say about it in that video, so you know what?
Hey, hold up, yo. Never, ever miss out on those fucking concerts. They are fucking amazing. They are.
Wait, that last paragraph sounded familiar. Was that ChatGPT? No, in fact, it was Gigguks because I just copied it from myself. I've already said everything I have to say about it in that video, so you know what?
Also, I know a lot of you have been kind of like telling me to react onto what was it, the winning live performance type was it videos? I am gonna do that. I like my schedule right now is kind of fucking cooked. It is definitely fucking cooked because like the way my schedule is, like 10-hour fucking shift, sometimes no break, and then I come home, I do the edits. Well, I do the edits from the previous day sometimes, but that's literally like what I do. So after a 10-hour shift or some shit like that, I do recording and then I do the editing. Yes, all by myself, all by my fucking self. So sometimes I do get fucking cooked. And I may not be able to get on certain videos at times right away, basically.
I'll just let ChatGPT rewrite my own work to tell you again, in the style of Gigguks. That moment when the final eruption hits, your monkey brain just activates. The crowd is screaming. The commentator is absolutely losing it. The athletes are pushing past every physical limit known to mankind. And suddenly, this janky, low FPS anime girl run has your full, undivided soul. You're sitting there like, why am I this invested? As you stand up yelling, God, this is peak human performance at your screen like you've just witnessed the second coming, but it's sponsored by questionable animation shortcuts.
Wow.
And then it ends. You blink.
She ate the fucking episode, basically.
You remember you're an adult. You sigh, click the next episode, and willingly let it happen to you all over again, because anime has once again tricked you.
Ooh, hold up. Okay, is that from the game? Hold up. Because I don't think I've seen that.
Because anime has...
This part. Yo. Okay, we got Marzensky up in this. We got Baby Girl Rudolph, and then we got Mr. CB in there, too.
Click the next episode and willingly let it happen
Yeah,
to
I'm
you
not sure if
all
I've seen
over
that,
again.
though.
Because
Hold up.
Anime has...
Yeah. What the fuck? Oh, interesting. Okay.
Once again tricks you into feeling emotions through sheer bullshit and
Most likely
spectacle.
the opening.
What does ChatGPT think I sound like?
The wanker.
You can
Nice.
go watch my actual video if you want to hear everything I have to say about it better than
Aw,
Gigguks ever could.
cuteness,
Okay, I promise
cuteness.
I'm gonna stop placing my own work now. Anyway, number 3. Barn, the boundaries of adulthood. This was a new anime made by a fairly new creator in the industry.
Oh, bro. What? Okay, dude. Okay. Wow, dude. Okay, I was looking forward to it.
Attention spans are fucked. Memes are incomprehensible. I can't be the only one who feels like
The 6-7 shit. It's just how and why? Why did it start? There's no what the fuck? Okay, like back in the day, there used to be the fucking shoe meme or some shit like that. Like we fucking say, what are those or type shit. And then we used to do the fucking water bottle flips and bullshit like that. So but now six bro.
every day I see something that makes me lose IQ until my last remaining brain cells are stuck there on life support, powering the last bit of sentient thought I have. But this year there was
I can't
no
blame
show
you, my
that
man.
Healed my soul more than watching Apocalypse Hotel. In an era of brain rot, this one gave me pure brain ripe. Apocalypse Hotel is a different kind of slice of life. It has all the hallmarks that make up the genre: a quieter, subdued approach to storytelling, charming characters, a whimsical, bright air that complements its calming atmosphere.
Capybara.
And then you
Nice.
keep watching. Okay, maybe there's a bit of brain rot in this one. Doomslayer Tanukis, Power Rangers fighting Kangaroo Thanos.
Yo, hold up. Is that sort of like a reference to what was it? Koriwa Zombie or some shit like that? Or is this a zombies that anime? If you know what I'm talking about, you know. But like it's the dude cross-dressing as a magical girl with a fucking chainsaw. That one. Is that sort of like that?
A whimsical, bright air that complements its calming atmosphere. And then you keep watching.
Well, technically no, but that part right there. I'm not sure if I'm able to correctly pause it. This part. It somewhat looks like it, but it's not a dude cross-dressing as a magical girl, but
Okay, maybe there's a bit of brain rot in this one. Doomslayer Tanukis.
a lot of things have brain rot nowadays.
Thanos, a fucking mech battle in the middle of a desolate cityscape. You can put on an episode and have no idea what kind of unhinged shenanigans you're going to encounter next, but behind the chaos and the laughter, it constantly delivers a story with a heart few series are able to reach. A door-opening robot that fails at opening doors. A hospitality robot with no one left to serve. A hotel that opens to a place with a population of 0. This is a world with no meaning, where characters are forced to find their own.
Okay, Loki, that's
How is it
actually
you
very
find
interesting.
purpose in a place where there is none? Watching this band of lovable misfits allows you to reflect about the purpose you may be missing from your own life. It's a show so hopelessly optimistic, steeped in layers of melancholy. A story set in a bleak place where no hope should be able to be found, yet it still is able to greet you with the warmest smile. Where years, decades, centuries pass in the blink of an eye, characters you love age, move on. All that is familiar around you slowly begins to change, always reminding you that time will continue to move, with or without you. It may be painful, but it's life.
And then you gotta
It'll be a
keep
lot
fucking
brighter
moving
if you
on,
let it
man.
be. Episode 11 might just be my favorite slice of life episode of all time. An episode that breaks convention. It doesn't try to be entertaining. It doesn't try to tell you everything. It sits you down, shuts out the...
So you're telling me I missed out on this? Like, in all honesty, like, I like, in my kind of like bubble, right? I did not hear anybody talking about this, hence I didn't know it existed. But the way he's putting it, the story-wise, it's actually freaking nuts.
Noise around you and allows you to just feel. Ending it with a line that made me stop, walk away for a moment, and remind myself that through all the chaos, life can be pretty damn wonderful. This is the kind of magical feeling this show gives you. It doesn't just show you a slice of life, it reminds you what living that life means in the first place.
Golshi. Yeah. Golshi will do that. Is it? MHA? I mean, explosion, so MHA? Gotta be.
Supposed to be
oh my god! Oof. Yeah,
Shonen
man.
action shows are the lifeblood of the anime industry. They
Deserve.
have the most influence.
What would be number one though? That I'm kind of interested in, because like, bro, put this at number 2.
And very often, some of the very first anime we end up watching is these shows that help shape a young generation of people, and I certainly can't forget what they instilled into me.
Yo, it's Luffy D Monkey, boys. It's Luffy D Monkey.
As a kid too young to understand anything, I saw heroes fighting against evil to protect the things they stand for.
Man.
They stood up for those who couldn't, represented all
episode
the good
1
in
of
the world,
Bleach?
and then I grew up and realized the real world isn't as simple or idealistic as the one portrayed in the realm of fiction. It's these stories that helped set me on the right path. It gave me hope. It gave me role models. It taught me about the person I should aspire.
Okay, yo, damn. I did not know bro knew about this. Loki, this is a fucking hidden gem, bro. Loki, it's a fucking hidden gem. In a way, I do sort of want them to kind of like, I guess reanimate it in a way. But yo, this is a fucking hidden gem. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna fucking gatekeep this shit, but yo, dude, this
To me,
back then it was fucking cool. Back then it was fucking cool.
Be about. This is the shonen I grew up with.
Yep,
This is the shonen I know. And I don't think many shows have
definitely,
distilled
bro,
that concept down as purely as My Hero Academia has. Regular viewers will know that I've had an up and down relationship with this franchise. I instantly fell in love in season 1, watched it explode in popularity in season 2 and 3, then gradually fell out of favor as other shows took
there's that, and it's the fact that like a good chunk of it was a sports festival fucking art. I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, that's kind of like how I kind of like looked at it. Don't get me wrong, I checked out all of them, but when they were coming out, it wasn't really like my priority, because like there was other amazing animes at the time that was showing, and well, at the time I didn't really have any fucking time. So I just kind of like had to pick and choose, and when I did have time, yeah, for sure, I did check it out.
Spotlights, but I always kept watching in hopes that it could at least end with a bang. And now,
and it fucking did,
later, boys! Boy, did it ever.
Oh, dude, this was definitely the highlight for me on the last season.
And now that it's all over, looking back, I feel like My Hero Academia came out in a strange transitionary period. In a time where its contemporaries were getting darker, getting weirder, getting bloodier. It almost felt like MHA was the squeaky clean, straight-laced student in a classroom of delinquents. And yet, it managed to achieve what so many long-running series have failed to do. For after 10 years of characters, action, drama, and development, it was able to close out standing tall, shouting a clear and precise message for the world to hear that stayed completely true to what it always was. Anyone can be a hero. Anyone should try to be a hero, even if it's just for the people around you. It's hopeful. It's optimistic. It's somewhat maybe cheesy,
this
but
fucking
it is
amazing,
very
bro.
My Hero Academia. This may not go down in history as everyone's favorite show, but I will remember it as a testament of what the beating heart of shonen should be. We will always need heroes. We will always need hope. We will always need a story like this. And at the end of this era, I'm glad it was there to remind us one last time.
In its simplest form, or the simplest way I could put this anime is just, it's a masterpiece, man. It's a fucking masterpiece. Whoa, okay. Interesting. Hold up. Whoa. Why does this sounder kind of remind me of some shit? Hold up. Yo, okay, hold up. I did not watch it, right? I did not watch it yet. But like one of my commentators, one of my subscribers did actually like tell me about this to kind of like check it out. Yo, I did not recognize. Yo, what? Okay.
In my line of work, I watch a lot of shows. I remember a lot of shows, but rarely do I have the time to go back.
Damn, bro. Okay, no. I might have to check this out like fully, bro. I might have to check it out.
That grabs hold and follows me, that occupies my mind whenever I have a free moment. That one line.
Because this being in his number one, okay,
or punchy, but because it touched on something deep, something meaningful, something real. I've rewatched Orb on the Movements of the Earth more times this year than any other shows from the past 10 years, and yet I am still as moved, as awestruck, as absolutely mesmerized as the first time I watched it. Why am I telling you all this? This was a show that
hold up. Loki, it's sort of like, for first takes on it, it's sort of giving me Vinland Saga vibes. It's sort of giving me that kind of vibe.
I put as 4th on my list last year, not knowing that when I finished the entire thing, it would become my anime of the decade. That's a big statement, and you may not agree. You may have other shows you prefer. It may not hit you the same way it hits me, but that is my truth. And for a moment, I wanted to invite you to see what that truth meant. A show like this comes along only a few times in a generation. It is not only one of the most original, beautiful, and nigh on unpredictable series to come out in modern times, but it's one of those stories that has the power to teach you something about yourself. Without preaching, without telling you what's correct, it presents you with profound ideas and helps guide you to find your own answers. Orb is an anime about heliocentrism. It's about proving the Earth moves around the sun, but also it's a story about truth, about people who fight for truth, about the lengths people will go to prove truth, about people who have their truths challenged.
Okay, bro sold me, man. Like in my own time, I will definitely fucking be checking this shit out. But yeah, the way he's kind of like telling the story, though, the way he's telling his side of like this story, low-key, it sounds freaking amazing.
Person that challenged it, an egotistical priest putting his trust in the wisdom of a peasant, a devout believer defending the words of an atheist. The heroes of the story are not the ones who are right, it's the ones who are willing to accept that they could be wrong, who will listen to those that oppose them and try to understand even if they don't necessarily agree. These are the people that embody the human spirit, that together ignite a flame that transcends lifetimes. Every character is memorable, every line powerful, every journey poetic. This is simply one of the most beautiful stories I've ever witnessed. And the more time that has passed since I first finished it, the more times I've rewatched it over this year, the stronger its message has resonated with me as I looked out and saw the world as it is today. Unlike the world of Orb, we live in a time when information is more readily available than it ever has been, and yet truth has never felt so hard to find. Technology that should have allowed us to go closer.
God. Yo, that line goes crazy, dude. What? And like the way he's saying it too.
Watched it over this year. The stronger its message has resonated with me as I looked out.
Oh, dude, that is actually so freaking beautiful.
Unlike the world of Orb, we live in a time when information is more readily available than it ever has been, and yet truth has never felt so hard to find. Technology that should have allowed us to grow closer.
Dude, that line is so fucking nice.
Is no longer the currency we lack. It's trust. A lack of trust that has eroded the respect we have of our fellow person. Ideas are not built on, they are condensed down, dismantled, and publicly shamed. Everyone is a soldier, enlisted to fight in an ideological war of exchanges, where common ground is no man's land and the winner is decided not—
Hold up.
is no longer the currency we lack. It's trust. A lack of trust that has eroded the respect we have of our fellow person. Ideas are not built on, they are condensed down, dismantled, and publicly shamed.
That is so fucking real, man. It's like, yeah, you have ideas, but first, when you try to like present it, right? When you do try to do that, you will most likely get criticized first. But the important thing about that is you could learn from the criticism sometimes, but then there's just some fucking assholes that just criticize you for no fucking reason. Like there's constructive criticism, right? That actually helps the person you're criticizing. But there's the other side of criticism where they just fucking being assholes for no reason. But like the way I'm kind of like thinking about it is like, yeah, your work will get criticized no matter what. In online settings, it will always get criticized no matter what. But what you do with that criticism, I cannot fucking speak. Criticism, it's on you. You could choose to not give a fuck about it. You could choose to move forward. You could choose to take it to heart. You could choose to learn about it. But yeah, man, that is so insane.
Everyone is a soldier, enlisted to fight in an ideological war of exchanges, where common ground is no man's land and the winner is decided not by who is more right, but who can prove the other side more wrong. How does anyone navigate the landscape we are currently in? And I think that's why
wow, dude, this anime is beautiful.
Like this is the reminder I needed that the world doesn't have to work like this. That progress is made through collaboration, not dissociation.
Damn!
That disagree or not, we are still in this together, in an era that will be shaped by our collective hands. Whether any of us have the right answer or not, it's thanks to this show that I remembered, as long as you can continue to question whether you are right.
Oh my gosh.
You won't find the wrong answer.
Yo, that was fucking insane. Okay, man. Okay, hold up. The legend himself. Every single time he makes any sort of video, he cooks. But yo, I guess his number one for anime of 2025. There's no doubt, man. I gotta side with, even though I have not seen the anime yet, the way he tells the story about it, it's so it grasps me as a viewer. It fucking does. So yeah, like either in my own time or at sometime in the future, I will most likely be checking Orb out. But yeah, man, what an amazing episode! What an amazing list. Personally, obviously, there's going to be haters out there who obviously do not argue with this list, but honestly, it's not a bad list. It's really not. But yeah, overall thoughts is just an amazing video. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy my reaction to this, comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section what your, I guess, top 10 for 2025 is. And yeah, that is gonna be it. I will see you guys on the next one.